Hi, everybody. It's Peg, and boy, have we got some exciting stuff for you. Today's play in Peg's Little Playground is all about Pick a Stick Challenge. We've got big changes this year. I want you to go out and watch Shell's video because it'll explain a lot to you. If you want to join the challenge, then come on over. We've got a Facebook group and everybody's sharing, and you'll see lots of fun pages over there. And then I also want to tell you about our live stream on Thursday, which is Art Joy is Sharing. Shell and I have started a live stream channel together, and it's a lot of fun because you can come in, you can interact with us. That's at 10 o'clock on Thursday. But if you go there now, you can set a reminder, you can click the bell, and it'll come and remind you that, hey, those guys are on right now. I need to get over there and watch them, get my cup of coffee and whatever. Okay. So today I did the Pick a Stick challenge, and I want to show you what I did. It was a fun challenge. This is the printout that has all the instructions on it, and then this is my page, right? This is my page. Isn't he cute? Okay, so let's go on down below, and I'll show you how I did this, and we'll take a look and see what the process is, and see if it's something you want to join into. Let's go. I'm having one of those kind of days. What I did first, after I created, my jelly prints, I was showing you jelly printing, was I created some papers, and yeah, I lost that footage, and I was showing you how to create khaki because, yeah, there were some questions that came up about creating the color khaki. And so I was showing the color combinations, how you can blend the different colors. And, if you're taking opposites, like your red and green, and adding a little bit of yellow, you're going to get a color similar to this. If not as much yellow, you're going to get a peachy color and something like this. Okay, so anyway, I did all of that for you. But I'm going to replicate that because I think sometimes you need to see the process that I go through. So let me grab a couple of tubes of paint and I'll be right back. Okay, I just grabbed a couple of colors here. This is a, ooh, this is a messy green gold. Just need a little bit out there. Can't get it off the lid, so I'm going to make a mess. Yeah, okay, I'm going to make a mess. And this is a red oxide. So I'm just going to mix a couple of drops of each of those. And what we're going to get is a brown. Because when you're mixing opposites, what are you going to get? You're going to get a brown. Let's see if I can get a little more of that yucky mess I made out of the lid.
You ever have those days? I have way too many of them. Okay, so I'm getting a brown here, right? I'm going to add just a little bit of titanium white. See if I can get a little bit of titanium white out to brighten that. And what I'm going to get is kind of a fleshy tone. Okay? And you can see that that's getting close to what we're calling khaki. Okay? Now there are a lot of colors that, you know, you could use that are already in the tube that would work for this. I mean, this is a Naples yellow hue, which is like this tone here. Here's a this is unbleached titanium. So, I mean, those to me, you could also consider on the khaki side. So what I did to create my papers, which you see down here, what I did to create these papers for collage was I just took these paints with a cheap stiff brush like you get from the dollar store or the hardware. You know, they've got these really cheapies. You're just going to load a little bit on there and you're just going to dry brush. That's all I'm doing is I'm dry brushing. And I'm creating a colorful background. Now when this gets too wet, what you want to do is just take another piece of paper and just offload whatever paint is down there that's wet. Just do this, take a print, you know, and pick up any excess. You see where this was a little bit wetter, and then I could come back with, let me grab another color. Well, here I got some green. I got some messy green here. Let me just grab that. Take my brush and clean up my mess. And then I can come back with another color and create more layers on this page just by dry brushing and then taking off the excess. And this is kind of a Seth after thing, you know. If you watch him, this is how he creates all those grungy looking backgrounds. So from that you get these papers, which are what I used to collage my cat with. So unfortunately you didn't get to see that either, but all you're going to do is you're going to draw. You're going to take a pen or pencil. Let me get a pencil. You're just going to draw. Let's see, we're going this direction this time. You're going to draw your cat. And get one out of the other one. You're going to make a kitty head. And what I did was I actually, you know, didn't just draw it on the back. What I did was I did it on another piece of paper, and then I took my pieces of paper like this and I collaged those onto this image before I put it onto my page. So that kind of tells you what I did for my process, because here's the story. Brush was brushing on the paint. Curl was I took some black paper and I just cut little thin strips from my black paper. Get a strip here. So just cut very, very thin pieces of paper, and then take your scissors and curl. Yeah, only don't cut your paper with your scissors. Don't put much pressure on it. You just curl it like that, and you get a nice curl on your paper. So I curled my paper, and then the cat was I cut out my piece and collaged the papers down to create my cat. So now we can get on with the video that I actually was able to capture. So here we go. Alright, so prompt number 4 says pad, and what I'm going to use is my archival ink pad. This is a permanent waterproof ink. And what I've done is I've taken out some stamps to create my quote for my page. And I'm using a T-ruler to kind of line these up so that they're, you know, falling where I want them to be on the page. And then once you get that lined up, I take a nice big acrylic block and I'm going to set that down on my stamps, and I'm just going to pick up those letters for my title. Then I have a piece of foam rubber, which I'm going to put underneath before I stamp so I can get a good impression. And I want to ink up my sentiment or saying, or however you want to call this. And I think I'll stamp it off once just to make sure that it's inking nicely. So let me grab a piece of paper. Just a piece of scratch paper will do. Make sure that that ink gets on there nicely. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to ink it up again. Make sure it's good and saturated. Because I want to get a good impression the first time. So I'm just going to line that up on my page. Making sure I have it where I want it before I set it down. Once it's down, I want to give it some good even pressure. Don't have to give it CPR, but enough pressure to make sure that each one of those letters is making contact. You don't have to move it until you're ready to go. You can sit there, and then I'm just going to pick that up, pull away my paper, and there's my title. So I'm just going to take some tissue, wipe those off, put them back in my container, and then we'll be ready to move on. 5 and 6 are Illustrate and Grimy. So before I get to that, I need to do some more on my page. So I'm going to take a pen. Let's see what this looks like. There's an extra small. I'm just going to edge my painted surface here, because we are doing a little bit of illustration and making it a little bit grimier by doing this. Okay, and then I also want to start preparing. Oh dear, that's not going to work. Let's get out a glue stick. This is Yoo-Hoo glue stick. I want to start preparing my cat. So remember those papers that we created a while ago? I'm just going to take, I get some backer paper here because I don't want glue everywhere. I'm just going to take some of these papers and I'm going to rip them. So that's a wrap for January, guys. The Pick a Stick Challenge is right here. We had brush, curl, cat, pad, illustrate, and grimy. And I did a little illustration around the kitty cat and on the eyes. Grimy, I kind of grunged up the edge of the kitty cat. And we used our khaki for our colors with some white in there. And this was a jelly print that I had created the other day. So I think we've got it covered. So this is hashtag pick. Oh, that pen is not good for this. Let me get a different pen. Come on, where's my pens? Here we go. Pick a stick challenge. It's 0118. So that's it. You can see the shimmer in there. I used some Pebeo paints and jelly printed, and then you saw me create these papers. And I hope you guys take the challenge. You know, pick up the challenge. You guys can do this. I know it looks maybe a little bit more intimidating because it's not what you're used to, but it'll be fine. So that's it. Bye for now, and I'll see you again next time.
Okay, that's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed this. Remember to be kind and give someone your love today. And remember, you make a difference.